Where does health come from? Dr. Single, do you want to take the first? Where does it actually come from?
So health is a multifaceted item, right? You think that you go to the doctor to get help, but actually, if you are someone who embodies behavior and lifestyle issues, where you live, and social and economic impacts, those actually make up far more of your sense of health than going to the physician. Because in modern medicine, we are not really about prevention. We are really much more about a reaction to whatever it is that you have. And the things that make you healthy, for example, not smoking, for example, uh, exercise exercising 5 times a week as the recommendations are, actually have much more impact on your health than do the visits to the physician.
Thank you. And so I think during COVID, we've actually recognized this. But again, up to 80% of our health and or wellness, however you want to look at that, is outside of the medical office. And so we have a large impact with our employees, with our social community, and with our guests. And so these conversations are really important on how we can help people to live their best lives. And so I'll take the first pass at this, and then Dr. Single will add in as well. So the medical thinking, at least within the integrative space and with doctors like Dr. Single, the medical space is changing. The mindset is changing. So the outdated model was parts of people. And Dr. Single, as a surgeon, can definitely understand this, right? That, it's looking at the systems and looking at what's wrong with this person, maybe taking that organ, or whatever. But if you think about it also, medical, spirituality, and psychology, they're all separate branches of medicine. They're not necessarily integrated as well. And if we look at the future of health, we're looking at people more as ecosystems, right? And so more as whole people and whole communities. So the spiritual and the mental realm come in, the social and the emotional aspects. And we're going to talk a lot about social, because that to me is one of the largest pillars right now coming out of COVID, but also what World Wellness Weekend is about. Then also looking at the behavioral lifestyle and the body as the external. So if you think of that cell, it's going from the body and external all the way into deeper and deeper levels. And of course, I'm a yoga teacher, so this is helps me that there's more than just physical body, but you start from physical and you go inward. And that's exactly what health is saying, is we're more than just the skin holding these organs together. Dr. Singa, you want to add anything there? Are we good?
Yeah, no, we're good. I only wanted to say is that we tell our patients that your mind and this concept in cancer treatment and oh, stay positive, right? What does that actually mean? It really means that your mind and your body are synchronized to promote health. I think that's how we reflect that.
Love it. So got to be in the same direction, not fragmented in two different directions. And so what this leads to is doctors moving not just to what's the matter, because they still have to diagnose and treat, but understanding, especially with people with chronic disease, is what matters most. And when we want to help clients make lifestyle choices, it's always anchored on what matters most to them. We can give all kinds of lectures on sleep. We can give as many lectures as we want, but if it's not anchored to something that matters to them, then their behavior is not necessarily going to change.